Ah, man, I'm just feeling salty. I don't know where you're at in the game right now, but I'm filled with salt today. What's up, guys? MtgJedi here. How you doing this morning? I wanted to talk about basically what's going on in Raid right now and what do we actually need. Because we have actually gotten in the game a lot of the things that, we've asked for over the years. It admittedly has taken a long time to get, but we have actually gotten a lot of the things and fixed a lot of the problems. So then why is the sentiment in the community that there's so many feels bad parts of the game? And I'm really trying to dig deep into this. So in my Discord, you can join my Discord if you want to. There's a link in the description of every video. I would love to have you in there. I do giveaways just for the people in the Discord. You get announcements. We talk about the game, life, sweet food picks, whatever and everything. So I'd love to have you there. But this month I did the giveaway and I just let people rant. What was the prompt that I gave to people? Like, now's your time to rant. Tell me everything that's wrong with Raid, and what you don't like. However long you want, however many points, and I'm gonna pick a winner from that. So, looking over people's responses, there are definitely some common themes, but we're nearing the point where we're getting all of the things that we're asking for. Which means Plarium is actually listening. It just takes them a while to figure out the way that they want to do it. And I partly love that and I partly hate that. Just do the thing. Do the thing more quickly, but also they do always put their spin on it, sometimes for the good, sometimes for the bad. Let this Doom Tower finish, and then I'll really I'm gonna try to dig into what I really am trying to say here. In the meantime, I'm gonna go pull a winner for that, and we'll get that on screen for you so you can see who I'm picking for that winner. It's gonna be random, but we'll announce that in this video here. Okay, so the winner of the giveaway is gonna be Reese, long supporter of the channel here, and man, he made so many great points. He got some likes and hundreds here, so big shout out to you, my dude. Thank you so much for your entry. Thank you so much for everybody else taking time to write some things down. If you or Plarium want to see all of these things, go in the Discord in the contest section and you'll be able to see everybody's entries there, everybody's ideas. Make the pack prices more reasonable. I think that all of 2024 has felt like price gouging to me. We've seen a decrease in the amount of resources that you're getting per pack, and we've seen an increase in the price per pack. So it's spread out more than what it used to be. And then even the special deals, those are the normal packs that we got in 2023. And then probably the most upvoted, the most common thing is about Hydra. We'll come back to this probably. Stick around till the end of the video because I am going to shoot my shot here for Aislinn at the end of the video. Actually, I wouldn't mind more White Queens, but I think I'm going to go for Aislinn at the end of the video here. So, Hydra, man, they sucked the fun out of Hydra, didn't they? They sucked the fun out. We ended up in first, which is cool. But there are just some things. Oh, we got a mythic book. There's some things about the game that it's why in the world would you do this? For instance, this minimum 35 million points. Why? Why is that the minimum? Because you can win the Hydra Clash with your clan and still not get enough rewards. You can one key normal and hard. If you one key normal and hard, you can still get no chest from your clan winning Hydra Clash. Like, that feels so bad. Why is it that way? This should be 6, 7 million or whatever. Like, if you one key normal, I don't even know. It should be 0. Why is it 35 million? But the most important thing is, like, look at the difference between the rewards for the levels in Hydra. This has always bothered me, okay? If we're gonna rant a little bit, I get 1 extra piece of gear. That's it. That's the only difference. So if you're trying to progress in Hydra, don't even worry about it. It is literally almost no different. You get slightly more quality gear and 1 extra gear slot per level. It's like almost nothing, right? It's almost nothing. But the biggest thing is that Hydra is not fun. Hydra is not fun right now due to the limitations. And I will admit that basically Hydra is exactly the same for half the player base. Like, if you're working on progression, normal, hard, brutal stuff, then there's no real big differences in Hydra. But once you've been playing the game for a year, year and a half, longer, there's a huge portion of the player base who's been playing the game longer. And you have hit Nightmare, and now you're looking to increase your damage. That's where it stops being fun for me. Because it's still fun making your Hydra teams. There are some frustration points, but it's good strategy, it's good team building, you have a complex system to figure out, and I like all of that. I do. I like all of that. I think there are some severe champion limitations, and they need to add more champions, or when they buff champions, they need to add abilities like 2-turn provokes. We just need 2-turn provokes. You're not going to affect the arena meta whatsoever. You're only going to help with Hydra with 2-turn provokes. More block buffs champions, more provokes. Those are the 2 main things. In addition to that, whenever we are pushing damage, there needs to be a way to allow us to do that. It was fun before. It was fun, and you killed the fun on this game mode. We want to build teams for damage, so you need to find a way to fix it. It's the most common thing everybody said in my Discord. It's the most common thing. I mean, make Hydra fun again. We need that, okay? Here's a really important one. Raises chances to actually pull the current Lego. Right now, the chance is so low. It's so low. Like, the numbers that they put on the screen are excessively misleading. 10x, 25x, it is really just a couple percentage points. Like, you're in single digits to get the champion that you want. And that's silliness. Like, these people who have been waiting 2 or 3 years for a Kymar or a Duchess, like, give them a reasonable route to getting that champion. The Prism Shards, I mean, yeah, I don't like it. Another very common one is Dungeon Divers, including all dungeons. Minotaur is a very common one. Silver, Legendary Books. These are all the common things that are left to be fixed in the game. Draining the resources makes the play experience feel bad. That's it right there. And every area of the game feels like, whether this is intended or not, every area of the game feels like it's intended to drain your resources and not give you as much in return. I think that's why people like Faction Wars. Because Faction Wars is the exception to this. When you come into Faction Wars, there's no energy. You only get things that help your account without hurting your account. Why is that not the case for things like Iron Twins? Why is that not the case for the Potion Keeps and Minotaur? I think Minotaur 15 is the most embarrassing thing in the game. It's the most embarrassing thing. And I think it's a literal insult that we still have the original Minotaur dungeon. No changes in over 5 years. No changes. That is embarrassing. Actually embarrassing. I think what we need in 2025, one of the biggest things we need in 2025, is we need a change to this dungeon. I would personally like to see it removed altogether. I think that Minotaur in the game right now is just completely outdated. I think whenever you 6-star a champion, like if I come in here and 6-star Wyronin instead of my dude Gerbtuck, I should just have her masteries unlocked. When I 6-star her and level her up to 60, every time I level her up, the masteries unlock automatically. I think there's way too much cool things to do for us to be wasting our time in Minotaur. But we can't do that because the scrolls are way too important to your account and to your champions. So we need a change to Minotaur in 2025. More stages, super raids, adding silver to each stage as a reward. We need changes to this dungeon. There's no more dragging your feet. We have to get this in 2025. Like, people literally quit the game over this. And it's just unacceptable that it hasn't been touched in over 5 years. It's unacceptable. As much as I want things like a hard mode faction wars, we need to fix some of these things that have not been fixed, okay? For me, one of the most annoying things is the daily quests. Because they're just things that are unobtainable. Early game defeating a faction war boss is actually impossible. Is actually impossible early game. So you're just screwed for the first 3 to 6 months because you won't be able to beat a faction war boss. So dumb. I'll tell you, with me personally, I have lost more resources to this stupid quest than any other quest of all time. Win a live arena battle. I can't find a time to do it. I cannot find a time in my work schedule to win a live arena battle. We need a rework to this. People are going to do all these things. I think that we need to just rework this quest system. I don't like it. Give us a menu of things to choose from. And then as we progress through the menu, it's a scale like this per day. So we have the scale per day and we have the track for the month. I mean, it's just stupid that we have some of these missions in here. Whenever they force you to do a Chimera key or a Hydra key, that sucks. That's time consuming. People don't have time to do that when you want them to. They need the flexibility. We're a bunch of old guys playing this game, Plarium. We got lives, we got families. You need to consider that when you're reworking these things. Next up on my list of rants and things that need to be fixed in the game. I mean, I could definitely talk for hours and hours about this, but we need to get these under control, okay? Why do we still not have all of the filters on all of the screens? Oh geez, that's not what I wanted to do. That's perfect. Just draw the salt in. Make sure I regroup and don't submit a key here. If I go on the team setup screen, the most important screens in the game do not have the filters. Why? I'm literally building my team here. I have the original filter. Where's the rest of the filters? How am I supposed to be able to find my champions? How am I supposed to be able to find them? And then the same thing goes for, another egregious game mode is 3v3. Everybody hates that, but we're not getting into that today, really. I have one thing to say about it. But when I'm building my 3v3 teams, same thing. I have no filters. How am I supposed to find this? The worst of all. The worst of all. Oh my goodness. The defense screen. You have actual no filters. Actually no filters. It is embarrassing. It is embarrassing. We have to have, in 2025, we have to have all the filters on all the screens. There's no reason to not do that. We have to. We have to. Okay. The real problem with 3v3 is these player limits. So people like me, who I've been in Gold 4 and I've stayed in Gold 4 almost the entire year of 2024. I'm one of those people. And if other people want to get to Gold 4, how are they going to do that? Here's the biggest one right here, Gold 1 at 7,000. Why do we have this small of a player limit? If we have millions of players, maybe we're just wrong about the amount of players playing the game. If we have over 1 million active players, how are we going to say that only 7,000 are allowed in Gold 1? The more people who play the game, the harder this is. And you'll see in here very inactive people that just because they have strong defenses, they stay in there. They maybe have done no fights. So increasing these player limits here, I think that that's mandatory with the state of the game. We have people who've been playing for years who can't get from Silver 1 to Gold, or Silver 4 to Gold 1. And then same thing, like look down here. You're telling me that if we add up all of these numbers, right, we have like 100,000 people that can be in Silver 4? What is that even? We need to expand these, okay? So, here's what I want, all right? I want you guys to tell me all of the things. I want to hear your rants in the comments below, because I need to know to pass that on to Polarium. What is wrong with the game that you need fixed as a new player, as an existing player, as a mid-game player, wherever you're at? What are the things that frustrate you the most so that we can tell Polarium and then hopefully they can fix them? Yesterday on stream, we were in 737, and big shout out to my dude Kevin. But we will be pulling in there for Aislinn here. I'm gonna make sure that I read all the comments on this video because I really want to hear from you guys. Let's go ahead and pull my 3 sacred shards. Well, hopefully we only need 1 and done. And then we can get this Aislinn that I've been trying to get. I don't know if I'm going to actually use him, but I just want him. You ever have champions like that? Like, I literally just want him. He's cool. Maybe I'll use him, but I just want him. So, anyway, let's go ahead and pull here. Wrap up the video. Get it on the first shard. Okay. Alright. Here's the second one. Shout out to Venomage. You know, top tier. I can go collect my clan boss chest, which I haven't done yet. But I was going to say hopefully I wouldn't need it. Okay, no luck with the clan boss. So that'll do it for me here today. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to hearing from you in the comments below so that I can pass along all of your thoughts and ideas and frustrations to Polarium. Congrats to Reese. It's probably Reese? I always call him Reese. Congrats to him for winning the gem giveaway. And I'm going to go pull the winners for the other ones. I think maybe I need to do 1 or 2 more gem giveaways. So stay tuned and see what that entails. And I'll see you guys in the next video.